Well, I'll never forget it because it was 6 o'clock in the morning that she was born, and it's our first daughter. Bryn was born at 6 a.m. At 6:15, there was a lot of commotion in the delivery room. And at 6:20, the head nurse came to me and told us that they thought that she had Down syndrome. And no parent is ever prepared for that type of diagnosis. And those first 3 weeks were a dark time.
Right from the beginning, ACDS set a plan for Matthew. What are we going to do, how are we going to do it, and how are we going to get there?
The first day that they showed up at our house, Bryn was 3-4 weeks old. And up until that point, when you have a child with special needs, the reaction from most people is, I'm sorry. And the reaction to the ACDS's early intervention team was, congratulations. And at that point, it was a little sad in my house because we weren't expecting the birth to go exactly the way it did. And when they walked in that door, it was just like a ray of sunshine.
At ACDS, we offer a unique approach to early intervention. It's a system of services that helps infants and toddlers with developmental delays or disabilities.
When Matthew was a month old, service started with physical therapy. After that, he started with special ed, and then we started on to speech, and when he was 6 months old.
They came into our home, and they involved all three of my boys in her therapy, whether it was her occupational therapy, her speech therapy. It seemed like it was a big family event every time one of the therapists came to our home.
Most of the time, differences between children of the same age are nothing to worry about. But for one child in 10, the differences can be related to a developmental delay. The earlier these delays are identified, the sooner children may be able to catch up to their peers.
When Matthew first started going to ACDS, we would carry him to the classroom. All of a sudden, working, we come to pick him up, and there's my boy running down the hall, telling us, hi mommy, hi daddy.
We, as parents, take the ability to walk for granted that for some children it's not. And she worked extremely hard to take those first steps. And she hasn't sat down since.
Cognitive and physical development, language and speech development, psychosocial and self-help skills. Every child is unique, growing and learning at his or her own rate.
I feel that if he didn't have that early intervention working with him since he was a month old, he would not be in an integrated class in Oceanside with typical kids, where he's thriving.
Bryn is currently in the kindergarten program at St. Agnes Elementary in Rockville Center. She is the first child with Down syndrome in the program, and she is doing terrific.
More than 100 children receive early intervention services through ACDS each year, but that comes at a huge expense. Even with an annual early intervention budget of more than $2 million, we still come up short, between $5,000 and $6,000 per student.
Today we have so many expectations. I couldn't even begin to tell you what she's capable of, and it all started with early intervention. 25 years from now, I know she'll be a college graduate, I know she'll be holding a steady job, and she'll be living independently.
The goal of early intervention is to enhance each child's development, provide family support, and to maximize the child's contribution to society.
Our kids have so much untapped potential, and it's brought out by our early intervention program.
When your son tells you that he loves you with words from his mouth, that is something big. And it was a long wait, but it was worth it.
Early intervention before age 3 is the foundation for later success, providing essential services to families and a path forward for children who deserve everything we have to offer. Your support is needed to help keep early intervention available for all the infants and children who need us.